In previous videos, I've gone into detail about finding key levels, your opening range breakout, going into finding targets, etc. But in today's video, we're going to break down kind of putting all that together, applying it to the chart, and then hopefully scaling as well to getting to that $5,000, $10,000 a week, and how exactly I'm doing this as well. Obviously, I haven't kind of been here for a few weeks, so I definitely want to ease back into it, but I also want to jump into exactly what you're going to need. Let's get to it. So the first thing that I'm going to tell you as far as indicators, I'm not a huge indicator guy, but what I will say is you're going to want to use the opening range breakouts. You can just go open range, type that in here. There's a ton you can use. Just letting you know. We have our custom one, so when you join Discord, you actually get access to the link for it down below. But it's just your opening range, so you can see the high and low. And what I do is always set this to the first 15 minutes of market open. I'm in Central Time, just to give you a heads up. So it's going to be 8:30 to 8:45. That is what I want to see. And basically what this does, I can go down to like a minute chart so you can see a little bit better. All it does is it marks out that first 15 minutes of market open so you can see the high and the low, and that is our range. Once you break out of it, typically you get a strong push in that overall direction in that bias, and we'll go more into that here in a second. The next thing you're going to use is going to be VWAP. Very simple, it's just VWAP. Literally just click it, it's your first one. I turn like all the extra stuff off, so like your bands, I don't like to have, I don't know why they started adding that. I feel like it wasn't like that forever. So just VWAP, it's not anchored. That's all it is, just VWAP, so don't overcomplicate it. That's 1 and 2. And then after that, of course, you need volume. That is all you really need. So again, that's all that we're going to be using in this video for the sake of the video. If you have questions, let me know down below. It's as easy as I could explain it. You could also manually mark this out if you don't have an indicator or you don't want to use one, so just let you know that as well. And that's what we're going to be doing. Now, I'm going to break this down step by step. If you guys have not watched my videos, I recommend that you kind of do. But I'm going to explain exactly what we're looking at, how to do this, and kind of how to step into that as well. I'm also going to go into detail about the best money-making opportunities out there and kind of how you can slowly start to scale this for yourself. Now, before I go too far, I'll also say right now, if this is primarily going to be on futures. So again, who I use for my futures trading right now has heavily shifted all into top one. They use Project X, which I've gone to great detail about why I think it's the best platform for trading futures. Personal opinion. But again, right now you get 55% off. This will end in like a day. So maybe by the time you watch this video, it's already over. But you have about 24 hours from right now, 28 hours, give or take. And so what I was using the 150K accounts, but I don't think that's the way to go. I think the 50K accounts is the way to go. You can get 5 total accounts. And so all in, it says 175. It's going to be around 155 when you use my code Jefe, Jefe. It's 55% off instead of 50%, just to let you know. And again, you can have 5 total accounts all in. That's probably the cheapest funded that I've ever seen. And this is straight to funded as well. Like you don't do a challenge. So to let you know, you can get more information. All that's down below. But again, who I'm using. Now, I'm also going to go into detail. I'm going a little bit all over the place, but I'm going to go into detail about the scaling as well, and I'll go into that here in a second. But we're going to go more into the strategy first. Okay, so let's jump right into that. Now, what we're using first is going to be our opening range, and I'm going to show you a good detail of kind of how we attack this week and everything moving beyond that as well. Okay, so let me just explain for a second basically what I do every single day. Let me just take you through my mental preparation, how I look at stocks, how I look at charts, everything like that, okay? It's not super complicated, not super crazy. For the most part, what I'm doing in and out every single day is I wake up, I mark out my levels, mark out what I'm looking at specifically, and then I go from there. And so I like to use Discord as an example because, again, this is just in real time what I do. So this morning, 7:24, an hour before market open, that's kind of early for me. But I go over ES, S&P futures, and I go over NASDAQ futures. I mark out my levels, what I'm looking for. So today, for example, if we stay over 2193, we're looking for 22,000 and 22,006. Under 2193, we're looking for 2184, then 2174, right? So I'm going to get rid of the opening ranges for a second so you can see where those levels are and everything that we're looking at. So obviously we held above, you pushed up, you got back below our level, you pushed down to our next level, we lost that level, and then you ended up pushing down to 2184 and then down to our next level of 2174, right? So you can see all that playing out, which was mentioned before the market even opened. Now, that wouldn't have just given us a trade. Now, where everything starts, like I mentioned here, is we want to identify our opening range. So obviously you do your trade plan before the market opens, and then once the market starts to actually like play out and you're starting to trade, which I do think the New York session is the best time to trade at all points in time. This is what you're doing, right? This is once market starts. This is not like what I'm doing immediately, right? So we understand that. So we identify our open range, which takes 15 minutes to do so. And so what you can see here is you can see that this develops pretty quickly. What happens here, basically market opens up here, you dip down, you buy up, and this is your high, 21 or 22.13, low of 21.04. Now, what does this mean typically? Okay. Now, let me go back and just show you some days of where we sat inside of this opening range and how this can be terrible action for you, right? So if I go back, let's use this week has actually been pretty eventful of getting out of it. But you can see like right here, for instance, right? So beginning of the day, we get out of it. And then as the day progresses, we stay inside that opening range. This is just back and forth pinball action. You can scalp that all you want, but you're not getting volatile moves. You're not getting aggressive moves. So you're probably not going to be able to, hold a trade extensively and make a large amount. You want to just take your 10 and 20 points back and forth in the range, whatever you're doing there, right? You go back a step further. Some days you'll make a bigger range. And again, you sat here for a majority of your day. No clear breakout, no clear continuation, right? Again, here you get a better breakout where you get above it, you get back below it, and you basically just like die down for the remainder of the night, right? So you can see kind of how this plays out here. The day opens up. As you can see here, you stay in between it basically from 8:50 until around 1 o'clock, and then you break out of it and you get good continuation. So again, just giving you an example of what you're looking for, why this is so helpful, so you don't get stuck trading a bad range. And again, you want to put yourself in the best position for success, right? That's why I always say is minimize your opportunity for losing. That's what ultimately I'm trying to do at all points in time. Okay, so that's what we do. First, we identify our opening range, and that's where we're at right now. So we know what we're looking for, why we're looking at it. We need to go to the replay tool so we can do a little bit more work here as well. Go to the 1 minute, and so we can see. And let's go back. From there, we determine a breakout direction, the up or to the downside, bullish or bearish. So automatically what I do, like I said, is I mark out the upside targets. So before we even have an opening range, I talk about what I'm looking for on the upside, what I'm looking at for the downside. So as you go from that, we go into, okay, where are we happening? What's happening? Are we breaking out? Are we moving in an overall direction? So we can see we're in our range. If we were to mount above that opening range high, then we're looking for the breakout to the upside. If we get below the opening range low, then you guessed it, we're looking for that downside target of 21.93. Now, obviously, you can mark out different levels too, like what's happening with your VWAP, because again, the VWAP is just so important, but it's obviously so far gone. It's not even one of our targets at this point, right? So that's what you start to look for. Now, typically what I want to see is at least like a 5 to 10 minute candle getting below that opening range and holding there strong, not just a 1 minute because you'll get some false breakouts. So you want to see that break, that retest, continuation, and a perfect overall world, right? So as this plays out, you can see you break down, and then you start just slowly going straight to the downside. Now, some days you'll get a perfect retest back up. Some days you won't. You'll just keep grinding back to the downside. You can see this ends up slowly grinding all the way down towards 21.93, and then ultimately gets below the VWAP, mounts back up, and tries to bounce back up as well. So again, you can see why you have these levels, why you respect these levels, and everything in between as well. So again, just demonstrating what's happening there. You can go into the previous day as well and go into that also. Now, from there, again, you're bearish bias, targeting your specific price, and monitoring what's happening there. Now, these are all based, when I'm setting targets, based off the key levels or just an overall target, right? So again, giving you a difference in an understanding. My previous video that I did, I went a pretty big deep dive into key levels. You can watch that video. It's literally the video that I published right before this one. But again, overall, what you're looking at, these go back pretty far. Again, just previous overall all-time highs, which you're looking back in November of 2024, July 2024, June 2024, as well back here. So again, you can see these are respected and why we're looking at what we're looking for, etc. Previous lows down here as well. So again, why you're looking at those past data, past overall volume, and buyers and sellers will typically tell you where you're going, whether you want to believe it or not. And again, I use them every single day. People get mad here and they're like, well, don't just trust arbitrary levels. I firmly believe that. Don't just believe and trust anything. Do your own research. But I do this for a reason when I show these levels on, these YouTube videos, is I use real examples that I used literally today. For instance, tonight's Friday evening. This was 7:30 a.m. Literally where we were targeting, what we were targeting, right? And again, the levels really don't change over time. They're just the same thing over and over again. So it doesn't take a lot of work every single day, but you know what you're looking for and why you're looking for it. So again, you'll notice the same things from me at all points in time. And one thing that I will tell you is a quick little tip for most people. When you're trading, it should be a very repetitive process. It should be you doing the same thing over and over and over, because that success that you're finding in your trading should be obviously repeatable. If what you're doing is there's nothing to it that can repeat, then that's really just luck, right? So and that kind of goes with anything in life. If I'm finding success with my self when I was in college, it was because I probably had good study habits and I had a good overall routine going into that test or whatever I may be doing. When I was active in football, it was because of repetition and practice. Some people get more naturally, but overall, you still will notice that you're better over time by having a routine, setting yourself up for success, and having something to do over and over that makes you better and better over time. And so when you're trading, I don't care what you're doing. Like, you want to do the same things that are giving you the right results. And if it's not repeatable, then it probably was just luck. Now, again, I can go into this over and over a million different ways, but that's really all that I'm looking for. So to summarize this really quickly, you want to establish your range and then follow and attack those key levels of what you're looking for. Now, a few ways that you can do this as well, really quickly, is you can also use another indicator called opens, which, again, this is a pretty novice indicator. I'll tell you right now. And again, you can just pull it up, just literally OPENS, right? By we run the stops. And so what this does is it marks out your daily open, your monthly open, and your weekly open. And you will notice that those levels are very key, very important. Because again, like giving you an example here, let me turn off the opening range here. So you can see this is your weekly open from this week. Look at how you basically found buyers and support there the entire time. Again, it's a very helpful indicator, but again, it's a little bit noobish, but I will say it's very helpful if you're new to finding key levels, new to understanding where exactly and why they are there, and understanding volume and price action as well. So it is something I do recommend. I don't want to take up a ton of time. And again, a lot of these concepts have been covered in my previous videos as well. Now, the next step from this as well is more of scaling, because again, I talked about like a $5,000, $10,000 a week and how this is possible. Now, I do want to take a step back and show just I can go into my profits, but sometimes people think that's like manipulated. So I like to also show Discord, right? And so it's really important that you can see that people are doing this in real time, right? You can see what's happening, whether it's from stocks, options, whatever it may be, and what you're seeing here as well, right? So this is definitely possible. This is just, again, from today. So you can see all that as well, right? Now, where this gets really cool for futures is what's happening with the prop firm space. And some people don't think it's healthy. Some people don't think it's good. You can do whatever you want. So when you're looking at this, and I think this is the best way to get into trading overall right now without creating a bunch of risk if you're newer, right? And so basically what you're able to do, and this is basically what I'm doing on some of my smaller accounts and how I always start out my accounts, right? Is I'm only aiming for like $200 to $300 per day going into my trades, right? So per trading session, that's what it should say, okay? Now, it's really only capturing 10 to 20 points on the NASDAQ if I'm trading like even 5 contracts, right? Minis, right? And what you'll notice is this starts to compound over time, because like I said over here, is you're able to copy trade and have up to 5 accounts. It was 7. Probably will come back. We'll see. But as of right now, that's where it's at. So 5 accounts. So if you're making $200 per account, right? That's $1,000, and it starts to add up. So $200 per account per day for the week. That adds up to $5,000, and it can quickly start to multiply, and the snowball starts rolling. And so that's really been the key to a lot of the success and what's happening there, right? And so you can quickly start to see how this compounds over time in a hurry. 1 account of 200, 3 accounts 600, 5 accounts 1,000, 10 accounts 2,000, and you can really start going. But the one thing that I'll tell you guys, and I always say on repeat, is really, really, really focus on one at a time. You don't want to get crazy. You don't want to get stupid. You don't want to go from just 0 accounts to 10 accounts. That's not smart. That's not logical. That's not a plan for success whatsoever, right? At all. So make sure you start to make money and prove you can make money before leveraging more money in. That's a common mistake I see, and I see people blowing accounts up all the time. And I definitely want you guys to protect yourself there as well. So really important. Another thing that I do want to talk about is something I mentioned in previous videos, right? And I want to just go over this really quickly because, again, I talked about what was happening with, my daily watch list here as well, right? Going into what I was saying here. Now, I mentioned how when I'm actively starting to enter trades, I'm looking at the opening range breakout, finding an overall bias, attacking that bias as well. Now, from there, before that ever happens, this is what I'm doing every day. And I think it's just important that I highlight this really quick before I'll let you out of here, is I'm developing my basic trade plan for the day, right? Which isn't super complicated, right? It's not. This is less than a paragraph. It's like 2 sentences every single day. That's it, right? Of what I'm looking for. So you start to break down those levels, understand that, assess the buyers and sellers reactions previously. So you understand when you get the break on the direction, overall, what you're looking for, evaluate the reaction to those key levels and get aggressive, not right. So understanding that that's where everything kind of starts from, stems from, and really is the key to that success as well, right? There's no secret strategy. There's nothing hidden out there. And again, I do this every single day. And, it might sound ridiculous, but literally, this is where I post every single day my trade plan. Every single day. Like on repeat. If there's anything I'm going to do, that's what I'm going to religiously do again every single day. So it's important that you have a routine that you're getting in and you understand what that ultimately will lead you to in the long term as well of the growth of your account, making money, and overall your success as a trader. And you need to understand it starts with the little things and will gradually grow over time. And I think people really look towards the end way too much, and you don't focus enough on the beginning or focus enough on what you're actually doing every single day. And when you write it out like this, it becomes a lot more clear and a lot more evident of what you're doing and what you're kind of neglecting as well. If you guys have any questions, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Hope you got something out of this. Follow for more content. See you next time.